About a week ago, Fox News did a segment on an incident that happened at a grocery store where a woman berated a man because he was using SNAP benefits. And if you don't know what SNAP is short for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And it's for helping kids eat.
Yeah. Those people who cannot afford food for their family.
Right.
That a program is there to assist them so they can eat.
Right.
That's basically what it is.
Right.
People who don't make enough money.
Okay. And so let's show you the video from this incident.
I put in 50, 60-hour weeks. Just because you see me doing this right now, I'm trying to provide for my family, take care of my family, or else we could be
You're
starving.
providing for it. I am. The government is.
Nah.
They take it out of my check. Well, they don't.
Okay? And contact your local senators and congressmen and issue a complaint. Vote Republican. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, trust me, I am not a bleeding heart. That ain't ever gonna happen.
I don't care about you, lady. Just shut the up.
I don't have to. It's a free country, remember?
All right, Jonathan, this food fight, this is what says a lot about where America is right now in the election, doesn't it?
Well, Eric, I mean, this would infuriate me as well. I'm proud of this woman. This is the producers and the looters. And you know what? She's absolutely right. You have every right to keep every cent of your money. It's not government's decision to redistribute as it sees fit to pick winners and losers.
There are so many things that commentator, Jonathan Hoenig, there's so many things that he got wrong in just his little time of talking.
You mean Eddie Munster?
Yeah, this guy. First, he's talking about producers
and
versus looters.
See,
so what does that automatically suggest?
That somebody's stealing something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, that's what you know. Before this segment, they were probably in a creative room. And like, what word can we use to drive this point across?
Yeah,
that's a strategic term used to suggest that somebody's stealing something, because the first thing that comes to mind when I think of looters, you know what I mean?
It's theft, right?
Theft.
And so government assistance is not a crime. It's looting. It's stealing something.
Yeah, you see how they're trying to paint that picture?
Yeah.
Like these people are criminals, almost the same way they paint, immigrants, illegal immigrants, as criminals automatically just because they're here when they're not supposed to be. Yeah. These people are using benefits, automatically makes them criminals, paint them in a bad light.
He said that he said that he was proud of her and that she has every right to keep every cent of her money.
Every cent?
Every cent.
Every cent.
Every damn cent.
Like, how is that? How do you have a functioning society if there's no taxes being collected?
Right.
At all?
But it's like he completely ignores the tax system and how the government takes in tax revenue. Like, what do you think that the government does with this tax revenue? He also said that it's not government's decision to redistribute.
Then whose job is it? Does he want a military? Doesn't tax dollars go to that?
That's what I want to ask him. Do you believe in defense spending?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he would.
I'm sure he would.
And where do you think that money comes from?
It just falls out of the sky.
Yeah.
That comes from taxes. What about education?
See, these type of people are just mad because the less fortunate are getting assistance, right? But if the less fortunate are looters, right? If the less fortunate are looters, what about the people that have a lot, more than they even need, right? They get assistance, don't they? Don't the largest corporations get assistance?
Yes, they do. I think if you make about $50,000 a year, about $36 comes out of that for SNAP.
A year.
I think the amount of money that comes out for corporate subsidies for people making that same amount is like $870 per year.
But this guy is on Fox News talking about how this man that works 50 to 60 hours is a looter. And let's get to the woman for a second. All right, just for a second, let's get to her. She talks about how she's mad because she's paying for this guy's food, for his children's food, right? Isn't the guy paying for it too?
How self-righteous? Yes, because guess what? If he claims he works, regardless, if he does or not work 50 or 60 hours a week like he says, if he's ever worked,
He's paid
into it.
Right. Doesn't matter if he's working now. If he worked before, he paid into
it. He paid into it.
Right.
Do they not even consider that fact that he paid into it?
They don't care. This is about poor people and people that are in need. We don't care about them. But like I want to know, has this woman or these commentators at Fox, have they ever walked up to Bowen's doors? Mm-hmm. Have they asked to speak to the owner or anybody in charge and be like, look, you're a looter. You're getting too much corporate welfare. Crony capitalism. Can you give that money back, please? Have they ever done that? There's so many corporations getting assistance from the federal government.
Yeah, for projects, expansion, expenditures.
Yep. And it costs us, like you just said, it costs us way more than this SNAP program. Later on in the interview, there were more commentators talking about this. Eric Bolin, he talks about it doesn't make you happy when money is taken out of your check. Okay, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't make you happy.
But and then he kind of trailed off, but he kind of was like suggested that there was something like this person was taking advantage of it, or not just that this was a particular type of person.
That's what he insinuated without saying it. Yeah. He was trying to say that these lazy, no do good nothing, these type
sitting
of people
on your butt, eating potato chips on the couch while we work.
Right. They're taking advantage of the system, and this needs to stop.
Now, are there people that take advantage of the system? But the amount of people that take advantage of this system is almost similar to the amount of people that, I guess, are guilty of voter fraud.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's that minuscule.
And the people that take advantage of the system, right? The money, let's like if we could pile all that money up that they're taking advantage of, right? Does it even come close to the wealthy individuals that are taking advantage of the system? It doesn't even compare in the slightest. I mean, we're far apart.
And you know what's funny? Is that guess who got in 2008? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say guess because you already know. In 2008, when the economy crashed, who got a big welfare check? Everybody makes the claim that they had to pay it back. Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
So what? He's benefiting from this program, but he paid into it.
Right.
And they essentially demand that they have access to our tax dollars. If you ever hear them talk about being bailed out, they act like they're entitled to that money when they screw up.
At the end of the interview, Dr. Gina Loudon, who's a Tea Party radio host, she talks about how this isn't what government was intended for, these government assistance programs, and how this guy, to feed his family, he should have gotten the money from a church or charity, families, friends, neighbors, because this is the way that Democrats play plantation politics and keep you slaves of the system.
Well, maybe someone should tell her and the lady who felt so morally sanctimonious in that video, maybe they should look into what states receive the most welfare benefits and government assistance. Right. It's red states.
Right. Mm-hmm. And like we just said, if you have a problem with, poor people or people that are in need getting government assistance, okay, you can have a problem with them. Fine. Have a problem with them all you want. But don't start there. Start with the serial abusers. Start with the abusers that are really taking advantage of the system and getting the most from that system. Don't start with the people at the bottom of the totem pole. That doesn't make any sense, right? But they're the most accessible. And what'd you say earlier?
Yeah,
they're the people that you can feel self-righteous over too, right?
Like you said, like she approached him because she felt like she could talk down to somebody, and that was the easy target. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But she's not gonna go to Bowen and feel like she's in charge, right?
No. She's not gonna knock on the door of BP, you know what I'm saying, or Exxon Mobil. She's not gonna do that.